All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and talk about how to add items into a course. Now, there are a couple ways to go ahead and do this. First thing, if we look under Add Materials, you'll see we have the exact same materials that we have here that we would have in our Resources panel. However, I have additional options here that weren't in that Resources panel. Because if I go and look at Resources, just for reference, if I go into my test collection here, and if I click on Add Resource, again, you can see only the things that are available here that are here on the left-hand side here. Now, of course, there are a couple other things like question banks and stuff like that, but we have a lot more other external resources that we can only do in a course. So this is really good, for example, if it's summer and we don't have access to our user courses, but we want to start work on our class. This is a great way to do that. Now, the thing is, if we want to add materials, we can do this exact same way we do this in Resource. So, for example, if I want to add a folder, I just add folder. And so let me just call this the weekly assignments. And you can see it's going to add that as a folder. And it also, the background changed because I no longer have those other items there. If I wanted to, let's say, go inside of weekly assignments and I want to add assignment, just like we had done previously, and I'm going to call this a test assignment. And I'll just give it, the description says, please enter your name to complete this assignment. And all I'm going to do then is come down here. Now, notice we do have a few other options in here. When we start looking at creating assignments, you can see we have categories that we can add. And I'll talk a little bit more about this when we actually talk about the various different things. For now, I'm just going to leave this as ungraded and leave all these other options as checked because I'm going to talk about the difference between creating an assignment here versus creating it in Resources. I'm just going to create that, and you can see we now have a test assignment. Let's go back up to the top level here. And I think the next thing to do is talk about how we can not only bring things in from Google Classroom, but then we can bring things out to Resources or to take something that's in Resources and bring it into a course.